Yo, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, good. Welcome to AnyList.co, man. So, I'm just gonna give you guys a rundown of what this is all about here. Uh, so if you guys didn't hear about this one, it's basically kind of like a profile page you can make for yourself. It's like an alternative to MyAnimeList.net. If you guys haven't heard about it, I didn't hear about this one up until like last year. So I used like my anime list before then for the longest time, but then I transferred over because I saw that you could be super customizable in this website here. So let me just take you through the homepage here. Whoa, what is this? So this is basically a random feed. Most of the people that you follow are going to be here. If you don't follow many people, well, you're just going to get random posts. I only follow like a really small group of people. So, basically you see people like, oh, watched episode of one of this, 107 of this show and whatnot. Some people actually just post random stuff. You could like, comment. And, you could just scroll through this. What is this? It's kind of like a Reddit, basically. And you could read this all day, basically. That's basically what that's all about. And you can make some posts as well, too. So if I want to write something like, hello, whatever. And you got all your customizing abilities here. So you can bold it. You can italics, you can slash it, you can, all of your good things, if you write whatever, I wonder if you could just highlight this and yeah, there you go. You can just highlight your text and make it bold or whatever. So you can customize it. You could link videos, put pictures, YouTube links. What is this? Ordered list, unordered list, header, center, quotes, code. So really cool. You can basically customize some really neat stuff. And then on the right side here, you're going to have all of your stuff that you're more involved with. You'll even have reviews section down here. What's trending, newly added. Whoops. I was going to get in there. So newly added anime and manga. And if you just click one of the links, it's going to take you to a fuller, a much fuller looking page that you can kind of browse through, see what's like airing and what's popular. See some shows from 2009. It's probably someone that just like flooded it, but it's okay. So yeah, that's basically how the main page works. You can do the same thing with the manga, and any like manga or anime that you think, oh, that's interesting. You just click on it, and boom, you could read your synopsis. And this is kind of a incomplete type of page, but let me write one that's a little more complete. So you can always search for a manga here. So let me just write Full Metal just for fun. All right. So this is definitely a much fuller looking page. Okay. So you can read your plot over here. You have what it's related to, which is always useful. Sometimes I stumble upon a show. I'm like, okay, is this like a sequel to something? Or so it'll show that here. You have a character lists. And obviously that's not all the characters. So you could just click that. Boom, you have like all the characters in the show. And everything is clickable. So like, oh, I want to know more about Edward. Boom, that's like everything you need to know about the guy, Damn. I was right. It is I thought it took place like in like 15-ish. Okay. Yeah. So I think it does then if he's yeah. Oh damn, that was a good guess about the show. See, I didn't even okay, whatever. And then on the left side you have all of the how many episodes, how many episodes when it started airing, the season, average score. Dang, it's only like 80%. Studio, all that stuff. And I have the characters page out, but let me just go back here. There you go. The staff, same thing. You could open up the staff. You got all your voice actors and directors and animators, all that guy. all that stuff. And here's just like a statistics, basically, how many people completed it, planning it. And then you can go in more detail, you know, if you really want to know who's watching it, but it's not necessary, you know. Some reviews you can look, and then these are like people that I'm following that, you know, have or haven't watched it, or, you know, and all of these things on the side here can click. So if I want to click Studio Bones, I can see all of their shows, you know, as well as search it. You can also search, you know, literally anything you search. You search a person, it'll come up, or anything. And then down here you can, well, these are the tags. And you can write a review. So that's basically that. So any page, but what it comes down to is adding it to your list. Okay, so let's say you're like, oh, I saw this show. So you do this, you do open list editor and completed. So I gave it a 10 and all the episodes. And you can change your scoring system in AnyList as well. I'm going to go into settings later and I'll go more in depth of how that works. This number may or may not be relevant to you, because for me it's like, because I transferred from my anime list and I forgot to, this was never on any of my lists for some reason, so I just added it like last week, but I watched it like, you know, 10 years ago or so you can even put your rewatches, which is interesting. Start date, you can write notes down and then you just save it. Boom, that's pretty much that. Once you save it, you go to your profile, your anime list, and this is where all the juice is. So you have what you're watching, basically. One Piece. I watched the dub, guys, so don't judge, okay? Then I started watching these shows, and then it shows all of your completed shows. And it shows basically, the way I ordered it, you can change your ordering. So you have like this was the first way I had it. You can have it just a small list if you're like, no, I have too many. You know, you just do that. You have I like this though, because you get to see the art of each show, which is very cool. Yeah, and you can also sort it by here on the left side. So all of this, you could sort it by year even if you want. Sort it by the score, which is how I have it laid out. You can even sort it by title if you want, you know, which is another cool way of doing it. Actually, that's a not bad way of doing it. But I feel like if I put a 10, if I put it by like by score, people are gonna know immediately, like, you know, the type of shows that you're into. Can interact with people easier that way. And so this is like my completed list. You even have like you know, stuff you paused type of list. Shows you dropped. Shows your planning, which is always long. Let me just scroll up here. You even have your manga list. This isn't complete. I haven't logged everything in here either. I still need to insert a bunch of stuff. Like, see, some of these series I've finished, so. But you know, same thing with the manga. You can like go, oh, this was just a random manhwa, I believe. You know, you could search it. You can go like The Breaker. And then you have the anime section, a manga section. Whoops. Let me do that again. Characters, staff, studios, users. You know, so you have like all of your different categories, okay? So if I click, you know, the actual manga, it's not bringing me anywhere because I'm already on the page. And we agreed to a similar page from before. So you can always access your profile by just clicking profile, or by going here, profile. You can choose your bio. You can put GIFs and customize all of that. Shows your activity history, how much stuff you watch each day. Goes by genre as well. You can even insert your favorite characters. You can put your favorite anime, which I didn't put yet because that's kind of hard to do. You can do favorite studios. Hard in the sense that like it's hard to choose. Favorite studios, you put that all here. Yeah, and it shows all of your activity. So everything that you like add, you're like, boom, it shows up there. So people that come visit your page, you can see like, oh shit, this guy's watching this show. And then here's like your total of everything that you've done. Here it shows your favorites, your stats. So that's kind of scary to look at. Let's Social, just people I'm following. Reviews, submissions. So if you write reviews, they would go here. Submissions would show up here. So how to write a review? Well, here, like I just finished watching this show. I thought it was really awesome. Write a review. And then you would write that here, basically. And then it would show up on your review section so people could see stuff you review. You can go to browse here, which is more of like a manual kind of searching instead of like just random stuff. Like if I write One Piece, let's say, it gives me like, you know, everything related One Piece, whereas this is just like general what's going on, and you can manually browse through all of this. It shows what's popular this season, highly anticipated. Actually, you know, speaking of that, Vinland Saga, I definitely need to check this out because the manga is just freaking, it's really good. Okay, so you're like, oh damn, I want to watch, add to current list, add to planning list, or you can edit the entry if you already started watching it. Or if you want to find out more about it, you can read this or just click it, read the same thing here, see a little bit more in detail what it's about. You can check out the trailer. It's a really good trailer. You can sort by manga as well. Highest rated all time. No surprise, we got Berserk #1, One Piece. You know, you can go by studio as well. Kyoto Animation recently just jumped up in popularity because of recent events. Characters as well. Really? They have a characters? This is actually, I didn't know this. So are these like the highest rated characters? Doesn't say. But seeing this cast, I mean, yeah, it makes sense. Huh. This is interesting. Very cool. Okay. And your staff. So, yeah, I guess it is sorted by popularity because I know quite a few of these people. So, very interesting. So that's pretty much how that works. If I go into my settings, you could actually change your, you know, your profile picture, your header. You can change your profile color. So example, if I want the color red, now I go back on my profile picture. I mean on my profile, boom, it's all red. But I like things nice and blue, so I'm gonna stick to blue. Here you can change how you want it to be titled. I think you also change this when you create an account. We're just gonna blur this, but you know, you could change your account settings here. List, you can change your scoring system like I said before. 100 point, 10 point, 5 star, 3 point, whatever. Sorry, I have like hiccups. You can get notifications and your import list. So this is how you basically transfer everything from external websites like My Anime List. I think it's pretty much only My Anime List because there's 2 websites that do this. It's just this or My Anime List that log stuff. But the main reason why I did the switch was because on this website it's a lot more interactive, whereas My Anime List I felt like, yeah, this is just a, you know, ad. Whereas this, you know, it's interesting. You could see like what this guy is just randomly doing, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much a small overlook of how the website works. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, just leave some comments. I could answer you guys. And yeah, that's it. See you soon.